guys, Beasts and Dragons here, and welcome to F1 2020.
Well, after 6 long years, finally, well, only a week for us, but finally, F1 has split screen. The last time we played an F1 game was obviously the finale of F1 2014, and now we're here for F1 2020.
I'm going to go as the Red Bull of Max Verstappen, and
obviously I'm going to go as the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Hopefully I'm not as bad as Ferrari in real life.
Hopefully not, Dragons. So, we've got about 20 tracks over that.
And the big feature is you can add a highlight to add next track, so you can do more tracks in a row if you're not bored already after the first race. So you can do more. And I say, there's quite a few good options on this calendar.
Okay, so I think we might go to Silverstone for this one. So we're going to race at the British Grand Prix on F1 2020 split screen. Okay, so now at the menu here, and actually we could do qualifying, which is absolutely brilliant. So basically, me and Dragons, we're going to be starting at the back of the field in Silverstone. 25% race, 95 AI.
Which seems like a shock, because normally on F1 2019, me or you, we play about 101 to 103, but the AI is ridiculous on this game.
It actually is. We were trying to play this game yesterday, and in the end, we tried Ultimate. We were 3 seconds off the pace, so it's day 2 for us on this game, so we're going to go to 95.
Fortunately, though, we are not allowed a safety car on split screen, which is a shame, but, I mean, we can be very grateful that we've got split screen in the game, which is also a good point. So, well, let's get into this British Grand Prix. Here we are getting ready to get into this British Grand Prix, and what is a very good thing about this game is that you're actually allowed to customise your setup.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's great. We're not running default setup, but, I mean, we're not doing qualifying, so we might as well increase the top speed and, you know, 4-6 wings. 4-6 wings. I think that might do.
Absolutely. So we're actually able to change the setup, and also, as you'll see later on in the video, you're also able to check your strategy and change it up a bit. So if you're doing a 100% race with your friends, you can just do whatever. Just change your strategy and start on the hard tyre if you want to.
Well, that's true, Dragons, and that adds a lot more, like, you know, strategy towards it. And also, F1 2020 with the ERS button, we'll explain that later in the video. We are getting ready for the British Grand Prix, and you can actually edit your own strategy this year, so that adds another element to split screen.
Absolutely. So, as you can see, we're obviously doing a one-stop strategy, and I'm going to actually go for quite a clever strategy, because I'm going to start on the soft tyre, and obviously I want to go in the soft tyre, but I'll change that later because there's rain on the way towards the end of the race, so I'm going to be a bit risky and actually go for a double soft tyre stint. It seems odd, but it may just work.
Meanwhile, I'm going to be starting on the medium tyre, and, well, apparently I'm on the soft, so I'm going to change that. I'm on the medium tyre, and we're looking to stretch out these tyres until the rain arrives. So let's get into this race.
So here we are for our first race here on F1 2020. We're revving up to 5 red lights. And it's go!
For the British Grand Prix, decent start for us as we're looking to make a move on Grosjean. And we've got to be careful here because we are running on simulation damage. So that means if we make contact with a, you know, just a tiny bit of contact, it can result in massive amounts of damage. As we go into turn 3 now, we're looking to make a slight dive bomb, just taking it cautiously as we almost collide with Grosjean. And Dragon's going down the inside of the Frenchman, and he's found his way up in at 18th.
Yeah, slightly lost the rear there, so I got scared. But this time now, I'm ahead of Roman Grosjean. Latifi got a pretty good start to get up to 17th. Sadly, he won't be there for long with a Ferrari right behind him.
Okay, so now we're using the overtake button there just to fend off Roman Grosjean. So basically, the overtake button enables you to go a lot faster down the straight, but you've got to make sure, you've got to charge it as well. You've got to harvest it, otherwise you'll run out of ERS really quickly.
Is no one going to talk about that amazing overtake that I just did on Nicholas Latifi there?
You overtook Williams, mate. Calm down.
Well, we're coming towards halfway through lap 1. I'm right behind Kevin Magnussen. Meanwhile, you're going to have a go through Magnussen Beckis, and it was quite easy for you there.
Nah, he's still there, though. He's still there. And that shows how feisty the AI are this year compared to F1 2014.
Man, just slow down. Look at that exit I got here. I'm using the overtake button, easily able to breeze past Magnussen. And I could have a go at George Russell, but Magnussen wanted to have a go down the inside. He had a look, and I closed the door.
Well, you closed the door on him into Stowe, and now we're looking to make a move on Kevin Magnussen as we go round the outside. And can we make the move for P16? And yes, we do. Up into 17th, sorry, you're 16th.
Well, we nearly made contact as I was slowed down by George Russell. But it's a good first lap for both of us as we're now on lap 2. and Russell is the one in P15 right in front of me.
Well, so we're both looking to get as high as possible up the order, and we've got to get George Russell out of the way ASAP here, and you're looking to do that here through this hairpin, and you've gone through very easily there, Dragons.
Obviously I'm on the soft tyre, I need to get a move on, definitely. Here we are in the middle of lap 2, I'm up to 15th, you're still 17th behind George Russell, and I've done a lovely corner cut, I'm sure you've seen that before.
Just like F1 2013.
And 14.
Some things never change. Some things never change when it comes to you, Dragons. Anyway, we're about to end lap 2. We are using the overtake button, using up the RS in rich mix as well. Looking to pass George Russell. We go wide even before we even get into Stone. So that's quite embarrassing. But we get a much better drive out of Stone. We're looking to make the move that we did on Magnussen. And can we make it stick? Russell tries to fight off on the inside line, but we have made it through up into 16th.
That's a pretty good overtake there from you. So now on lap 3, DRS will be enabled. And I don't even think I'm a second behind Raikkonen here.
I don't think you are. I'm nowhere near you either. So decent start for both of us. But knowing that there's rain soon, we're going to have to push a bit harder if we want to get a good result out of this race.
Well, I'm trying my dear best to get in the DRS of Raikkonen. Maybe I just about missed it, but I can see his name tag, which is obviously a good sign, because if you're close to someone, you'll probably get DRS the next time you get a chance.
That's true. So here we are on lap 3. We're looking to make our way up the field. So we passed the back mark cars. Now we're looking to make our way through the midfield and hopefully get into the top 10 soon.
Behind Kimi Raikkonen. How is that a track extension? I went a bit wide. Give me a break. Well, what I've noticed along the few days that we've been playing, that the track extensions are quite mean. Compared to F1 2014 anyway.
They really are quite mean on this game. So Dragons, if you track extend one more time, which you inevitably will, you'll get a 3-second penalty.
Well, there's the track extension. Oh, well. Well then, I guess they're a bit nice. They're a bit nice to me, maybe. Look, I'm right behind Kimi Raikkonen on the soft tyre. I'm wasting really good tyre wear here. Just being behind this Alfa Romeo.
Well, you need to get a move on. You're on the aggressive strategy. Everyone else, the AI definitely going from the soft to the medium tyres, and you're looking to make your way past the Alfa Romeo of Kimi Raikkonen.
Oh, one thing, don't forget to switch off your ERS, otherwise you'll do what I did and lose a good 20% there. Luckily for me, I got a good 15% still.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to be careful. You're going to have to manage the ERS this year, which is a lot easier than last year, because you had to change your mode every 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
Through every corner.
Was very painful to do, especially when you're trying to focus on catching someone or staying ahead of someone. But now, it's just a click of a button. And that's your first corner cut.
Yeah, well, at least I don't cut as many corners as you. So
no, shush. But anyway, we're coming towards lap 5 already. On lap 5, and on F1 2014, we'd probably be making our pit stops, but this time, we are not making our pit stops. I'm going to lap 7 on this stint, which is quite audacious, because I'm on the soft tyres.
Yeah, that's true. So the tyre wear on this year's game is a lot less bad than it was in F1 2014, so therefore, you're a lot more likely to extend your tyre stints.
Right, that's a penalty. Oh wow!
You not got a penalty.
That is incredible. Maybe the game is being nice to me, because on the last few days we were playing this game, it was not as nice as this. But anyway, now I've got a chance after absolutely abusing my gearbox and my ears. I'm now going to have a chance to get past Raikkonen.
Well, you've got overtake on DRS, rich mix flowing through that Ferrari, the terrible Ferrari engine. It's like they've completely nerfed the Ferrari this year since Co-Masters definitely know how bad they're doing in real life.
At least they're able to update the game. Here's a little dive on Kimi Raikkonen. He does not turn in. He makes life a bit easy for me, but he's still there, and I'm able to get ahead of him up to P14.
Yeah, so again, another example to show you how feisty the AI are. He's coming back at you, Dragon.
Yes, I've gone defensive. He must have used his overtake there, as he's on my outside line. And he's still side by side with me, and he's actually through, but I'm not going to let him get away that easily. Down the inside again. I'm just wasting my time because you're here.
Hello,
I'm back. No. Why can't you just leave me alone for one race, man? But anyway, lap 6 of the Grand Prix, and I'm up to P14. Beast now down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen. Lovely overtake from him, nice and easy, because he did not have the DRS.
Well, there we go. Up into 15th, finally, after being stuck in 16th. Is this the time where me and Dragons are going to have an inevitable battle down the field?
Well, is it going to be an inevitable collision down the field? We'll have to see. But obviously, you are right with me, and your tyres are fresher than mine, as you are on the mediums, which go longer than the softs. So, things might be easier for you.
Oh, hopefully. So you're not gonna. I know you're not gonna make it easy, but down we go, down this straight. We've got the DRS, Rich Mix flowing, overtake flowing through the Red Bull, and here we go. We're looking to make the move round the outside into Stowe. Dragon is not gonna make it easy as he looks to hold it on the inside, but we get much better drive on the exit, and we are up into 14th place. And Dragons is not gonna come back at me through this section here, and it's the same thing with Raikkonen. The traction on the outside line enables us to power through, and we're up in a 14.
Well, I saw you went slightly defensive. You went in the middle of the track, and I nearly did a bet and wiped you out of the Grand Prix, just like in the real British Grand Prix here. But obviously, it's me. I'm going to have a huge dive. You're obviously going to see me. But somehow, it was as effective as, well, W2K20. Oh my god. You're actually ahead of me!
So there we go, we've made the move on Dragons!
Well, that's not very fun. Here we go. You're using the overtake button. You were late to use it, so that was giving me a huge advantage. I'm going to brake very late, and that's actually worked out fine because these cars have a lot of downforce, and I back down the inside of you. And that is a lovely overtake, but it's not over yet.
We've managed to power through on the outside line.
Are you mad? Well, I'm going to use overtake once again. Down to the inside. Oh, there's a bit of contact there.
Bit of a love tap between us. We know how many times we've gone side by side. Through cops we go. And Dragon stays ahead. And I'm just going to back out of this one because Maggots and Beckett, it's not really for me. I've track extended as well. Kidney's trying to come at me. So it's quite mad here.
We are pitting the slap, and to get damage would be the worst case scenario. You have to be very careful about what you were doing there. And as I've got a lack of ERS, it's going to be inevitable that you're going to get ahead of me.
So we sail through past the Ferrari, back up into P14. Dragon's trying to cut Stowe. I don't know what you're doing, mate.
You've stayed out. It's an interesting one. And now we just need to not speed. Not speed, there we go. Taking our very nice time going into the pits. Accelerating battle with you, I'm into the pits, and obviously, it's a bit odd, as I said earlier, I'm going in for the soft tyres. And what have I done?
He's messed up the pit exit.
I haven't done that at all once. I've not even done that once yet until then, but it's still okay because I'm ahead of Kimi Raikkonen, thankfully.
Okay, so one thing I've definitely learned about the pit lane is if you don't turn on your limiter, even if you're going less than the pit limiter speed, you'll still get a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, even if you're not even going at 37 miles an hour down that pit straight.
Absolutely, it's kind of an odd one.
So if you're coming into the pits, turn on your limiter, otherwise it's not gonna recognise it and you'll give you a penalty.
Now I wonder when it will start raining. There's 5 laps to go. There's a chance it will rain at the very end, but I needed to go to wet tyres, otherwise then I have to make another pit stop, which is the last thing I need. Not really having any action. I'd like to appreciate how much effort Codemasters have gone through to get split screen finally, and to play on a modern game on split screen is just the best thing ever. Definitely.
It honestly is. So basically, here we go. On lap 9, we are right behind Lance Stroll of all people. I'm not a fan of Stroll at all. I was surprised he managed to get out of Q1 twice.
It's a surprise.
Here we go. Looking to make the move on the pink Mercedes of Lance Stroll. The car's definitely carrying him here.
Well, yeah, sometimes you can argue whether it's the car or the driver. Well, it's really not hard to say it's the car in this scenario.
It isn't. It really isn't hard to say. But here we go. We're looking to make the move. We've got DRS, but we are nowhere near close enough to try and challenge the racing point. And good God, I've almost skidded off for Beckett.
Well, in other words, the Pink Panthers, have you spun? Alex Albon is out of the race and you've spun round!
That's not ideal at all. We're trying to spin it back round again.
Yeah, there is Alex Albon, right there, parked to the side of the track. And now you've just lost a heap of time.
That is far from ideal for us, but thankfully,
look at that.
We haven't collected anyone. Yes,
look at
you
the crowds.
It's just going to get even more mad in this Grand Prix. So basically, I've spun round again.
I love how it went dark the minute you spun around. That is absolute pathetic fallacy right there. Can't believe I'm using English terms in a video game. But it's a bad spin. But you might have done the right thing here, as I just need to push. It's a good thing I went for softs. Otherwise, I would feel like I'm losing a lot of time on the medium tyres.
Well, I was going to say I had track position, but that's kind of gone out the window because I'm only 5th.
Absolutely, but look at how dark it's gone here at Silverstone in this dynamic race. I'm sure it will rain. I'm not sure if we're going to actually have to need to pit in for the intermediates.
Well, we might be ending this race with some good old-fashioned British weather.
Recording, it's already started to rain.
Well, it's already raining here at the British Grand Prix. Lap 10, 4 laps to go. There's my teammate, Alex Albon.
Is that Stroll ahead of me? Stroll pitted. Oh, how unfortunate is that for Lance Stroll?
And there's my teammate Alex Albon having a mechanical problem. So that's another thing about this game. The AI can have mechanical problems and make mistakes. So, as much as they are more feisty this year, they can make more mistakes, and that's great to see.
Yeah, you can also have DRS problems on this game, which is also another nice thing to see. Not nice for the person with the problem, but obviously nice to see if you to rain, which is absolutely unbelievable, because the second we stopped recording, it started to rain.
Unbelievable. So we're going to end this thing with some good old-fashioned British weather with 3 laps to go in this British Grand Prix. Dragons, I think your strategy's flopped, my friend, because you're 16th.
Well, at least I was on the soft tyres. It's not all bad. Imagine if I was on the mediums. I think I'd still be under pressure from Kimi Raikkonen. I'm not sure if I would be, but I'm sure I would.
Okay, so we're coming in now. We're coming in for the intermediate tyres, because I think this is the right time to pit as well. And we managed to use the pit limiter, so we didn't get a penalty.
Oddly
so that's
enough,
great.
the AI haven't pitted yet. I mean, that Renault has pitted. I've sped, haven't I? No way I've sped in the pit lane. The game did not give me a warning to break into the pits. You see, player 1 gets all the privileges on whatever game you play. But anyway, I'm going to have to live with that 5-second penalty.
Well, that's not good. I mean, you're already 16th, and now you've got a penalty. DRS has been disabled, so we've timed this pretty well.
But it might be a good thing for me, because even if I do have a penalty, the AI are going to struggle on those soft, or the dry tyres, as Magnussen over there is on the dries. So maybe I might not lose so much time after all, we can only see. Good news for you is that you actually got a bit of track position. I'm in clean air, so that might make my life a bit easy. But obviously with that 5-second penalty, this race could not have gone any worse than this at all.
I feel bad for your Dragons, but don't worry, mate. You'll get used to this game soon enough. We cut through Maggots there, and through Beckett, we are catching up to Roman Grosjean. I think he's made a stop for the intermediates. I'm assuming he has, but I don't know. But we're going to use Overtext to find out, as we are gaining and gaining on the Haas.
Well, to be honest with you guys, me and Beast have not had a fight in this game very often much anyway, in this game so far. So that fight we've just had was like our second battle on track, which is quite a shock, but yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, I know. I mean, thanks to the AI getting better, we can't really have as many fights as possible. It's not so easy to pass them. Meanwhile, all the front runners are coming in for their stops, so people like Russell and Stroll are going to benefit this massively.
Wait, so Lance Stroll, did he pit for the Inters?
No, he didn't.
Oh my god.
Lance Stroll's an idiot. See, that's why I don't like him, guys. He's an absolute idiot. Anyway, we're through. We have passed the pink Mercedes up into 8th place. And now we're looking to pass George Russell, who's made a great call.
I'm loving how the rain on my screen is on and off. And I haven't even gained much from this. This could not go any worse for me right now.
Well, it has, Dragons. I feel bad for you, man. But anyway, we move on because the show must go on here. And we're going to finish this thing. So here we go. On lap 12, we are sizing up the Williams of George Russell, who has dragged this car into the top 10. So kudos to him.
It would be very nice to see him get top 10 in real life, definitely. George Russell, very quick driver. Gasly has also not pitted for the intermediates just yet.
No, he hasn't. So he's going really slowly, and he's really holding us up here. So we're going to have to be very careful through cops, and we make the move on the AlphaTauri.
Well, that's a good move there. Obviously, you have to be careful. When the AI are on the slower tyres, they'll be taking their time. They will not care who you are or what you're doing. The same with Sainz. He's stayed out as well. I guess it's because teammates had to stay. Oh, whatever. You know what? Forget it. This game can shove the stupid penalties up their own. But anyway, you've passed Carlos Sainz, but obviously my race has gone so wrong.
Unlucky Dragons. I feel bad for you, man.
Another penalty. What a joke. Sebastian's also in as well.
Yeah,
so I think you've got to be on the podium.
I think we have a chance, you know. Somehow, from starting lap 19th on the grid, Norris is going slowly. So all we need to do is just pass the McLaren. We go down the straight, and we are just about up. I think he's going to try and fight back. He doesn't. He's got nothing against me, and we are up into 3rd place.
It's risky there from the McLaren to try and stay out on the wet track on dry tyres.
Oh, well, he's going to try and drag out to the end. George Russell could have been 3rd, if you realise that, Dragons.
Just imagine, well, I could have been 12th ahead of my teammate, but I'm not. I've got 8 seconds to gain, just like that. Meanwhile, I would have been in the points if I got closer to these guys without a penalty. But even if I do get past them,
Lance Stroll, the idiotic Lance Stroll is holding up everyone.
Still out on track. That's very questionable. But I could have a go here, actually. Here comes Perez and Ocon. I don't know why I'm staying in gear 6, but I could have a look. Here we go, down the inside of all of them.
I've hit the wall! I'm out of the race! I've lost it on the last lap of the Grand Prix!
Oh my god. Well, I thought my race was bad. You've gone into the barriers. So that means I'm in P9, but I don't even think I will score those points, which is obviously very disappointing. There's the debris from your Red Bull. I cannot believe you're out. What happened?
I don't know, I dropped it and I hit the wall.
So that might mean that Russell is going to get in the points. And the podium, actually.
Unbelievable. I've absolutely bottled it right at the end of the Grand Prix, for God's sake. Anyway, the race continues. Dragon's looking to hold off the racing point, and I think he's getting on the McLaren.
Yeah, he
of
must have been
Carlos
dry.
Sainz, who's still on dry tyres. Credit to him.
Well, it's definitely not going to be points for me. I'm just going to go around him. Who cares anymore? They can penalise me for that as well. I think I've had enough penalties in this race. But who's going to win? It's not even a Mercedes.
Is it not?
No, it looks like a McLaren of Norris is going to win. Who won?
I don't know. We don't know who even won the Grand Prix.
Why am I celebrating?
It's race over. I don't know why you're celebrating.
What did you say?
Completely binned it at the end.
Tell me the Haas did not just win that race. Who won? It did not tell us, because player 2 never gets any privileges. So, who actually won the Grand Prix? Oh, it's Hamilton. Of course!
You just knew Hamilton was going to win.
God's
So
sake.
that has been F1 2020. So if you like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more F1 2020 content coming your way. And that has been one hell of a British Grand Prix.
Goodbye, guys.